question for Flavio. How do you evaluate Franco Colapinto's performance, and is there any update on how many more races he is going to compete for you?
Franco Colapinto, we need to wait 1 second to judge Franco, and we see this race. This is really the full race we do in Monte Carlo. Was a very special race for everybody, especially we put a lot of mistaking in the qualify, and in Monte Carlo, qualify well. The race, especially this race in Monte Carlo, was very boring and very annoying, this race. Let's see, this is the first really race of the Franco. We see, a race, I don't know, honestly. I never tell 5 race, 3 race, 4 race, 1 race. We see. If the Colapinto is performing, is driving the car. If he's not performing, we see. 2026 for us is 1 year to preparing, 2025, sorry guys. 2025 is the 1 year we need preparing ourselves for 2026. So whatever experiment I need doing, I'm doing. I don't know in this moment if Franco stay all season or not, but let's see. Depends on the performance. What we look is just the performance, nothing else.
Thank you. Can we bring the other two in on this? Your thoughts on the mandatory 2-stop in Monaco, Flavio?
I think it was a very bad idea. I don't think it was a good idea at all, because it was worse. Everybody tried the different, to have the window to have the pit stop, you slow down everybody. It happened to Williams.
Yeah, it was the same years ago in 2018.
Yeah, I know, it was nothing better. So the 2 pit stop was not something improving the racing in Monaco, this is sure.
You are right, but it's really difficult to improve the actual track unless you don't destroy some buildings and you make a difference.
No, I'm not talking about it. I just tell
no, just my idea.
Maybe, if we could knock a couple of your buildings down, get an overtaking spot in, because I don't think the problem are the tires, it's the track. The cars are too big.
The car is too big and
the track's too small. Yeah, so it's a pretty simple equation. But
Christian, on a serious note, what did you make?
I think look, Monaco is Monaco, and the 2-stop, it was worth it. I mean, the year before, if you remember, there was a red flag on that one, and nobody did anything, and it was just a display drive almost, that everybody just went round in order. This year, you had a race of 2 halves, and anybody at the back end back end of the top 10 was trying to slow everybody down to give a pit stop, and again, it was a little bit more jeopardy, but it didn't really solve the problem. I think we're tickling an itch here, and I think that if we want to change it, we've got to change something significantly. Maybe the chicane, we need a bigger stop. We need maybe more space at Rascasse, or maybe there needs to be the ability, at least the hope of an overtake. I think Max made a good comment after the race. He said, maybe like Super Mario Karts, we should all be throwing bananas or something like that, because literally the drive, it's frustrating for them. They get out of that race, they're not even sweating. They're not pushing. The race is really dictated by what happens on Saturday. And Monaco's a wonderful place to go. It's a brilliant event. It's just, I think we need to move with the times and say, okay, how can we create an overtake?
Sorry, I think Monaco is the big event for Formula 1. Yeah. Everybody wants to be there. The race was like exhibition of the Formula 1 car, no more of the race. But for us, for the sponsor, for everybody financing Formula 1, is really the big event. A lot of people is coming to Monaco because it's Formula 1, not really foresee Formula 1. A lot of people, a lot of boats, the people stay in the boat, they never go see in the grandstand or whatever. But it's a big event for Formula 1, Everybody wants to be in Monaco. All the sponsors, the people support Formula 1 was in Monaco. In the end, the race is like kind of the Formula 1 exhibition. The race really Saturday in qualify. If you see Saturday, it's the really when happen and it's Saturday.
Okay, thank you all three. Let's go back to the floor.
To Flavio, with both Benetton and Renault, you turned teams that were, struggling towards the back of the grid into World Championship winning squads. How different's the challenge now in this era of Formula 1, and is it harder under the cost cap?
Formula 1 sure is different now, but the difference with the cost cut, I believe it's good. This was very good idea to have the cost cut in the team, and for the team, I believe stay. I believe as well the salary of the driver need to be part of that. Not only what we are now. We need increasing because we're spending. Really, what I see the difference between my time in Renault and now, the cost really go up dramatically. The races be the same. What you see in television be the same. The fighting between the driver is the same. The best driver is winning the race, etc. What we now see is the cost. The cost was increasing dramatically. It's not because the cost was increasing. The business is better. The show is better. You know, it's the same. The race is, for me, watching the race is the same. It's very competitive. You have a great driver, but the costs go up dramatically in this period. I believe we need to have the cost budget. I think was very good idea. I believe with the increase in the cost budget, including part of the salary of the driver.
So, Flavio, just to be clear, you said include the salary of the driver in the cost cap.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, including the.
Thank you. Yeah, look.
Vincent Zondermeijer from NRC Media from the Netherlands. Question for Flavio. In the 15 years that you've been away from the sport, the calendar has changed quite a bit. We're now going to places like Miami, Jeddah, Vegas, and from next year also Madrid. What's your opinion on the fact that F1 leaves behind traditional locations more and more and goes to these new places that I just mentioned?
You know, from what I see, there are a lot of changes, the perception of Formula One. Now we see Miami, we see United States, etc., and the perception of Formula One is much bigger. You know, if you remember, in our time, it was impossible racing in United States. Phoenix, with no spectator, and was the horses next to us, and and the people instead to come and see Formula One was the Derby, or the horses Derby. No, the job is done in the last year, in the last 10 years about Formula One is unbelievable, especially in United States. Another one, something I believe now is very strong, a lot of young people follow Formula One. At our time was not like that. At our time, I think so the average of the age was around 50, 55. Now you have a lot of young people. This is fantastic for Formula One. It's fantastic, the perception the young people have about Formula One. You know, young driver, everybody communicating is really big step. Formula One done a super step, especially in the United States.